In this video, we're discussing how frequently you should shampoo your full-lace wig. In our store or on the phone, we used to advise people that you shampoo it when it's dirty. However, we've learned that different people have different ideas about what it means to have a dirty unit. So here's the thing. The more highly textured the hair is, for example, if you're wearing kinky curly, you will need to not necessarily shampoo it frequently, but you'll probably need to wet it down and reapply leave-in conditioner. From practical wearing and my own experience of other people, feedback from customers, typically you get about 3 to 4 days, maybe a little bit longer, out of kinky curly hair before it starts to feel like it's too poofy for your taste. Then you wet it down, reapply your leave-in, and start the process all over. That doesn't necessarily mean you need to shampoo the hair, because keep in mind that when you shampoo, you're cleaning it. Your hair, when you're wearing a wig, is pretty much going to get dirty from what you put on it or the environment that you're in. Unlike your biological hair, your wig isn't necessarily picking up oil, sweat, and other elements from your skin, from your scalp. It has a tendency to be a bit cleaner. If you're wearing straight hair, you usually can't, or you usually don't wet it and then reapply leave-in, because straight hair should have far less product in it. So when you have to wet down straight hair, you usually do need to shampoo it to remove any product that you've put on the hair. The other thing that we weren't prepared for is that a lot of customers were only hydrating the hair when they shampooed it, meaning that it's sometimes difficult for someone to kind of wrap their head around the idea of just spraying the hair with water, or with water mixed with aloe vera juice, or water mixed with a little glycerin, or even the nearly natural softening spray, or a ton of other just moisture mist type of products for hair and skin. Most people don't do that because they expect the hair to change texture. So even if they have straight hair or African American relaxed hair, kinky, straight, they think, okay, I can't spray this with water because the minute I spray it, it's going to swell and poof, and then I'm going to have to tame it again, and the hair on the units doesn't really work that way. As a result, if their hair wasn't that dirty and they were only shampooing it every 3-4 weeks, they weren't hydrating it at all during that time, and we weren't prepared for that. So how often should you shampoo your wig? Well, you should still shampoo it when it's dirty, but you should do your best to keep it hydrated in the meantime. This means that if you have a certain lifestyle and a styling regime where your wig is only truly dirty every 3 to 4 weeks, which is entirely possible. So for some of you going, ew, there are a lot of people who are have incredibly clean units, and really 3 to 4 weeks, it's not dirty. If that's you, that's perfect, that's great, that's wonderful, but you still have to hydrate it in the meantime. You should not ever let any cut hair go more than a week without hydration. And I know that's probably shocking, but what happens is you're not giving it any nutrients, and it's relying on you to give it those nutrients because it doesn't get any from your scalp. It's just like with your skin. You wouldn't go a week without hydrating your skin. You wouldn't go a week without giving it water, moisture, lotion, cream, something, because your skin would be in really, really, really bad shape. So you have to think about your hair the same way. And your skin has the benefit of getting nutrients from inside your body. Your wig doesn't. So you really have to keep it hydrated. When you wear curly hair, you're almost forced into hydrating it because you need the moisture to tame it, to bring the curls back under control. But people who have straight hair, African American relaxed texture, and kinky straight especially, have a tendency to not hydrate the hair, and you have to get out of that. You can use, again, you can spray it with water. You can spray it with water mixed with aloe vera juice. You can spray it with water mixed with a little glycerin. That may or may not be good for you, because if you live in a really humid climate, don't mix it with glycerin. Hair might get too too poofy or it might draw in just too much moisture from the environment. You can also use a commercial product, a hair product, just to spray, a mist. You're just looking for hydration. And if you're wearing it curly and you've used curling irons or rollers, yeah, that's going to make the curl drop a little bit when you moisturize it. So keep that in mind with your regime, but you definitely really have to make sure to keep the hair hydrated. And one other thing I want to touch on before we go, because sometimes people have the perception that if you have to quote unquote do all that work, that it's not quote unquote good hair. And nothing could be further from the truth. The truth of the matter is, whether it grows out of your head or you go and buy it, if you want a fabulous head of hair, it takes work. Or you just have to keep running through hair frequently if you're not going to take care of it and keep it up. You'll just have to keep replacing it. Either way it goes, there really are no shortcuts. If you want great hair growing out of your head, you can't just do nothing to it and not keep it hydrated and expect it to be in really great condition. And the same is true for the hair that you purchase. It's hard for some people to get into a maintenance regime with hair because they're looking for something really, really simple. You know, if you don't want to do any work, then synthetic hair is probably your best bet, or just highly, highly, highly processed mass market human hair. But, you know, those are disposable options. Those are the kind of things that you wear for a little while and then you throw them away. But if you're looking for something that you can keep, that you can style, that you can enjoy, that you can wear like it's your own hair, it requires maintenance. Doesn't mean it takes a lot of time. Doesn't mean you got to spend hours a week, not nearly that much time. It just means you really have to get into a habit of taking good care of it. So I hope that helps, and always remember to call us if you have any questions. We are always happy to help.